white tees. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
To Philip Dorsett.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete.
It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards.
Seahawks.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. They'll run here with Akers. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard line.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also
yeah.
Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they work this out past the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. It's Wilson. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start...
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
It certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Looking to set for once, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Craig, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 7-yard line.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line. Of scrimmage.
Blair on the tackle. A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
11 on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They go play action now. Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
The kicker up.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing the score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. A short kick taken at the 18. And a loose football. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
14.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run on first down with Akers. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defense. Player of the week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now Sam Sloman is on. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Wilson. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
A gain of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On the ground, it's Akers. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Off to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now gone. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Nice satisfying run up 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He gives it off to Carson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the...
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Seahawks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Now,
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll find Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 16-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
For Seahawks 24, Rams 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now here's Michael Dixon, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Seahawks 24.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to